So the Seahawks, they brought back Damarious Randall. Damarious Randall's always been an intriguing player to me. I thought it was strange that he was playing safety with the Seahawks, but last year I took a look at where he had been the two previous stops, Las Vegas, Cleveland. And in those two spots, he had been moved to safety. He was on the 2018 Cleveland Browns. Yeah. So they moved him to that position from cornerback. But I think this is something you got to keep in mind. And it's strange because he's a small corner. It doesn't really fit the traditional mold for Pete Carroll, who may be going away from that. He is 5'10". Much like DJ Reed, he is undersized compared to what the Seahawks traditionally look for. Ugo Amadi as well. I mean, Akella Witherspoon, really the only tall guy that's in that secondary. But Randall has played corner before, and honestly, he played well for the Packers for 3 seasons. The Packers then traded him along with Deshone in exchange for Deshone Kizer and a swap of 4th and 5th round picks. That was when I think Cleveland was just looking to roll the dice and get anything at quarterback, and there was a time where Kizer was looked at as a potentially great draft prospect. Obviously, that has not worked out so well. So I'm intrigued by Damarious Randall as a cornerback option, and I was surprised that he was used primarily as a safety last year in Seattle, but I guess the cornerback depth chart was a little bit crowded. Look, I trust the Seahawks when it comes to the cornerback position. I think you should too. They have a really good track record with it. And if they are going to move him to cornerback, I do feel like they are going to get the absolute most out of him. Much like I think Kyle Shanahan's going to get the most out of whatever quarterback that they draft, I think Pete Carroll is going to get the most out of whatever cornerback he can. And I do think it was smart to let Shaquille Griffin walk to Jacksonville. That was a big-time contract, and while I love Shaquille Griffin, shout out St. Petersburg, Florida, high school football, he is somebody that is a good player, not a great player. You give great players contracts like that.